You are way, way, way too kind. Thank you, guys. So Richard T, this proud to announce that RWBY Volume 4 will return this year, October 22nd, Saturday.
We're really, really excited for this season. As you can see, everybody's grown up a little bit. You know, everybody's got a little bit of new look, but we're really excited. We're really excited. You guys want to take over for a second?
Yeah, so, you know, sports stuff will come out later. So, as you might have seen, a little bit of time has passed since the end of Volume 3, and you'll kind of figure out what's going on there when we actually kick off Volume 4. And you got a little glimpse of each of the girls of Team RWBY, and also who RWBY's on the road with right now. It hasn't started to show at the end of Volume 3. But it's how the girls might evolve a little bit, given how each of them kind of walking their own path at the moment. And, and we want to go ahead and see exactly how much scarier the grim out of the world we're going to be.
Yeah, we're back to the new concept. You know, obviously the girls have been around for a long time, but we just want to show you kind of guys, like, these are kind of the ways which you're going to enhance things. Never more. And this guy. It's probably been like one of the coolest grim to work on.
Which is what the stream's not back on, yeah.
Probably not as working. So yeah, you know, like we said, we want to give the characters a little bit of refresh. We did in Volume 2, we thought it'd be appropriate to do it now. So we actually, we're still working with the same concept artist, Lee, who did the original pro art. She's still doing an amazing job.
In fact, that was her RWBY render at the very end of the piece.
Yeah. So, along their concept too, I think you'll probably notice like a couple things are changing between the characters here and there, like you've already seen it. But this is like the original concept art.
Cosplayers, get ready.
Yeah. So yeah, we went down and was like, you know, hey, you know, it's a little time has passed. I don't think we're going to get into too specific. This isn't like a huge jump or anything, but I mean, you know, a little bit of time has passed. So we wanted the characters to, you know, they're coming in their own, they're becoming a little more adult. So she's been just doing a phenomenal job with these. Pretty wise.
One guy just went, yes!
We've got On the Road Leg.
So proper. Look how long my hair is.
But she's more of a cat. I get it. Cat. And then At Home In.
Something's missing. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. That's horrible.
Found it. It's got waves to it.
Can I have it back? He's an Adam cosplayer with Yang's arm.
Yeah. Apparently he just kept it after the fight. I guess someone picked it up. I knew it. Excellent. Edgemaster Supreme has a new trophy. This is now the new easier cosplay to pull off if you want to get into cosplaying. And then, so as part of doing the concept art, too, I also did a new piece of key art, like the original silhouette. Those what you saw at the end. I want to show you again because it's so pretty. Look at how pretty she is. So yeah, that's all stuff I got for now. And that's my wall paint.
They've got a new villain,
and just as a lot of our other animated shows have been getting some bigger name voice actors and actresses, the game will be getting one too.
Yeah.
And he's awesome.
He's really good.
so I guess we'll let the games team talk about that.
Yeah,
you should go to their panel.
Go to the games.
Real quick, while we're talking about teams, I kind of was going through an emotional thing, so wasn't thinking after we played the trailer. Hey, if you worked on RWBY 4, can you please stand up? Or if you worked on any RWBY in the past, can you please stand up?
The real heroes here.
These people have been rocking it literally non-stop the last several weeks, all the way up until like 1 a.m. last night.
I love every single one of you so much. Oh my goodness.
And where's Cohen?
Yeah, where's Cohen?
Where's Cohen?
There he
There's
is.
an-
Cohen!
Ladies and gentlemen, the producer for the 3D team in Rooster Teeth Animation, Cohen Wooten.
He keeps us from burning the place to the ground.
He keeps us sane. So, okay. What do you want to talk about next? You got a list, right? Let's do a list.
Yeah, you want to get all the businessy stuff out of the way?
Do it.
Okay.
It's fun businessy stuff, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So, Rooster Teeth has been partnered with a company called Jazzwares for a while now, and they've been helping us get some really cool stuff out to the fans. So it's, yeah, go ahead and pull that up. So I don't know if you guys caught that. You can walk into a Hot Topic now and get RWBY merchandise, which just continues to blow my mind.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, so like...
60-year-old me is very happy.
I was about to say, yeah. So like this is some of the stuff that I think is already available. I
Yes.
think some of it's been out since the beginning of May when they did their anime. Yeah, thank you, Yang.
It's
Joe.
official, we're an anime.
Yeah.
Hot Topic said so.
Fill out the Wikipedia page, we're good.
Yeah, so here's some sample images of the stuff that I think is already out, is about to come out. There's another image of a couple things that are about to come out.
Hang on, I messed it up. Hang on. If I could just, okay.
Try turning
and
it
then
off
I'm just
and on
gonna,
again.
and then I do, and then I, and
Control
there we
everything.
go.
Yeah.
So this
I
is
want
just
it.
the beginning. You know, there's so much creativity going on with this design team. There's a bunch of things coming out where you're going to have all sorts of products coming out that are actually themed on the girls. So it's stuff that looks like it would be that like Blake or Yang or Ruby or Weiss would
Yeah,
wear.
I don't want to talk about anything that we can't talk about, but you know, these all come through us, and they've been doing some new stuff that's really, really cool.
Yeah, so you might notice that there's some toys there. They are doing at least 3 different toy lines. There's a wave of, we're going to do some blind box figures, little 2-inch line. That'll be based directly off the Chibi designs. That wave is going to have 11 figures. 2 of them are going to be rare. So why don't we show them some of those real quick? So cool. These are the early concepts.
Too cool to smile.
That's his bad boy pose.
I'll go.
Do you like the butt shot the best?
So
Yeah, I do like the ass shot a lot, right there.
The butt?
Wait, is the butt model?
It's a butt.
So-
Flip it upside down.
there's a game that we've talked about in some of the other behind the scenes and panels that like Kerry and I will play called Guess the Pixels, where one of us will kind of walk away for a minute and come back and somebody will have, that will just zoom in massively on some image and you have to guess like from these 6 pixels, what is it really that you're looking at? And we wound up playing the game a little bit with this where, thank you Jazzwares for being so patient with our sense of humor.
It's so
But yeah, it's,
So yeah, you know, we're doing it, and we're going through. And it's like, oh, this is really cool.
we realized something was missing.
We have a note.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes!
I had no idea. You just made my day.
So I had the privilege.
Wait, Lindsay, what would you call that?
I believe the word is a butt. That is a butt.
But yeah, so we got the sample images back from Jazzwares a few days back, and I zoomed in on it. And I shot Kerry the image of like, Kerry, what do you think we're looking at right now?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a butt.
it was a butt.
Yeah, it was either that or it was a tan X key on a keyboard, and I didn't know why it was tan, so it's probably a butt. I also got this guy right here. Can I show that? That's different, right?
Yeah, that's good. Bring that up.
completely
So they're also doing
different line.
they're doing a 4-inch vinyl figure line, and the main girls in Team RWBY will be the first 4 characters in that line.
Yeah, you can see more of them here. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So
the ones
there's a
on the
work
bottom
in
there.
there's a work in progress images
yeah.
of that. They're going to do a 6-inch articulated figure line, starting with Team RWBY coming in the spring.
Yeah.
And then they're also going to do some small plush and large plush styles, including Grimm and Zwei, and yeah, all that's going to be hitting the market later this year and going into spring of 2017. So
There's a lot of really cool stuff.
it's just going to keep coming. It's amazingly cool what they're all up to. And and we've got so maybe during the Q&A we've got some samples that we're going to give out.
Yeah.
So, we got that.
Those are pretty sampley.
Yeah.
I've got a...
Okay. So Who likes them some villains? So McFarlane is pleased to announce that they are doing Wave 3 of figures for RWBY.
Yeah. And we thought, who better?
I
but
see a
the
Cinder
bad
back there going,
guys?
yes! yes. Yes.
So classic.
Yeah. So it's going to be a full wave, and it's just like the same where they interlock together. I can't scroll through this one. Oh, no. Dang it.
Yeah.
I like to think that Mercury's foot is just on fire. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
So it's pretty cool. All the muzzle blast and the fire and stuff should be translucent and so forth.
Look at that man.
Looking
The
sharp.
gentleman thief.
How handsome.
So yeah, details coming soon. Cinder will be the first figure to come out, and we'll have a date for you all very soon.
Emerald.
Yeah.
She's ready.
Girl, you crazy.
All right. What?
love you.
I've got this.
Oh.
And then I think it's questions.
Yeah, a couple more things after.
Okay, yeah.
I have
So
no idea
next.
what you're saying.
I think they're saying Neo, and I think we should say
Neo.
what figures cost money. I don't know, but I have no word on
I have a question for Gray real quick. Hang on. Do we
Yeah.
have to cut the stream for the WBJ thing?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to cut the stream one more time. As you guys know, we can talk about it first. As you guys know, we're partnering with Warner Bros. Japan to bring RWBY to Japan, which is really cool. They sent over a video because they have a special announcement that they would like to share with us.
Yeah, they wanted to say hello to the American audience. So please cut the stream. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
What? I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
And let's see, they, the manga still has a few more chapters
Yes.
to it, so that's going on. And there's, we can't get into details yet, but there's some more fun of the printed variety that'll be happening in Japan soon, so stay tuned for an announcement about that. And I don't know if you guys caught it, but they've partnered with Medicos Toys over in Japan, and they are also working on a couple of different lines, and I know that they've put up a prototype image of that, but there's some more details about that coming soon.
It's
so,
really cool.
Yeah. So there's that, and then back here in the States, we've got RWBY Volume 2 tug screenings coming up. So that Volume 2 is happening July 27th, and you can go to teamruby.com, and starting with Volume 2, you can set up your own screenings. You don't have to wait for Rooster Teeth to organize it. So if in your hometown you want to go ahead and get one of these screenings going, just go to that website and follow the instructions, and you get Volume 2 going, and then Volume 3 will be happening just before RWBY 4 comes out.
Yes.
And then music stuff. Yes, we are making a physical CD of the Volume 3 soundtrack. It should... Yeah, it's details on that any day now. It's really, really, really close. And then speaking of music, tomorrow night...
Speaking of music, if you enjoy the music of RWBY, I'm pitching. If you enjoy the music of RWBY and want to see Jeff Williams perform it live in a giant live orchestra thing, which is amazing. Okay, I'm done with the pitch now. He sent me a text this morning, and he said, "Can you do a huge favor?" And I didn't know what to expect. He did a favor for you, audience. So between 2:30 and 6:30, which is between when this panel started and the end of his panel, you can go buy tickets for that the concert and use the discount code RWBYPanel, all caps, and you get a discounted price.
What was that code again?
Is that RWBY Panel RWBY?
Just RWBY panel, all uppercase. I'm going to tweet about it after this as well.
Yeah, so
with the website and all that.
It's Jeff Williams and the Freelance Orchestra. Casey Lee's going to be
there, yeah.
Lamar Hall's going to be
I
there.
think Lamar's, yeah.
And Alex Abraham,
Yeah.
who's a member of Jeff's composing team, who does a lot of these cool action arrangements.
It's going to be a really fun time.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be awesome. So yeah, that's at the ACL venue, just a couple of blocks from here. It's tomorrow night, and you can also go through acl-live.com
Yeah.
to get the tickets.
Yep. So you should definitely go. It's going to be fun. Yeah. What else do we got? Or should we?
I think we should actually give some time for Q&A.
Let's do it. Yeah.
questions.
We've got 2 mics
In a
and an
calm and orderly fashion.
I already saw jumping. I see running. No.
No stampedes.
No running.
A friendly reminder to those asking questions: we will not answer spoiler questions. Just don't even bother.
If your question starts with the word "will," it's probably not going to get answered. As in,
Will you marry
4,
me? Yes, I will absolutely marry all of
I'm
you.
telling Michael.
No one tell Michael. Yeah,
all
holy
right,
crap.
let's start over here.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a question for Barbara.
Hello. I'm Barbara.
I'm paralyzed in my left arm, and I just wanted to know, Yang losing her arm, if you would put that, like the mental strife that she's going through, the things that losing the ability to move her right arm, would you put that into your character when you're voicing her?
So that scene was a big challenge for me. As you guys know, Yang is usually a very happy-go-lucky character. She's usually like, yeah, and nailed it. And so having to do something so dramatic and like putting myself into that mindset was really challenging. But I tried my best to do that. Obviously, it's very hard to imagine, but we do our best as voice actors to try to, bring that to life as much as possible. But I hope I did okay.
Yeah, you did amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for everybody who asks a question, just come on up. I'll give away as much as I've got.
We got some stuff for you if you want to come up here.
Come back.
Over here, this mic now.
Can I just say, first of all, thank you for the villains merchandise. Thank you. Been waiting for a while.
Anytime.
Yeah. I did want to know, in the Volume 3 Blu-ray, you said that the Maiden storyline was brought in between Volume 2 and 3. And I wanted to know how much that changed, like, the story of Volume 3, and if Cinder was always going to kill Pyrrha, or if that was just because of the Maiden storyline.
Sorry, I heard like parts of it, but I'm trying to answer.
Just a lot of echo.
We're talking about the Maidens kind of like getting out a little bit between 2 and 3. It impacted Pyrrha to a degree. I mean, everything that happened with Pyrrha was going to happen. That's been kind of the plan for a long time, since the very beginning. I mean, like before a script was written, that we knew that was going to happen at that moment. We didn't know, at the time, we didn't know that it was going to be Volume 3 necessarily. Like, we knew it was the end of this arc, and
it was the fall of Beacon.
Yeah, we knew that was when it was going to happen.
Y'all caught what her name was, right?
There's also that.
There's a thing called Pyrrhic Victory.
But it definitely, it impacted her, and we tried to use that in order to get the audience to connect with her more and, have a little bit more with her. But I mean, again, like that was kind of there from the beginning. In terms of the main story as a general thing, we really like it, and it was just something that Monty had wanted to get in there, and we went over to do it. And I actually am glad we did it. Like, I think it turned out. Yeah, I think it really helped Volume 3, and
it gave a lot more significance to Pyrrha in that moment, and
in the world too.
Yeah.
And there's some other stuff that's going to be going on with it in the future that I'm also really excited about. That it wasn't just like a one-off thing, which I guess let me put it that way.
Yeah, there's still much to the world of Remnant left to explore, and more legends and stories.
Yeah, it's almost like it'd be good if there was a season where they were out in the world.
That'd be neat.
Next question?
I hadn't...
Coming up.
Wait.
Thank you for the question.
What did it, like, specifically for Cinder's story, I meant? Like, was she always going...
Oh, the Cinder story.
Yeah.
No, that was definitely also incorporated into it. I mean, her last name is Fall.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I saw it as foreshadowing, and then it's like we added it in between. I didn't know.
It was, it was foreshadowing, in that like I think that was something that Monty did. I'm trying to remember if it was during season 1 or season 2 when he actually gave her last name.
I think it was 1.
I think it was 1.
He had started having ideas for.
Yeah, it was basically that was like starting those kernels of those ideas starting to come out, and then it kind of solidified during that time. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, first off, Bumblebee all the way.
Buzz.
And then, my question is,
White Rose for life.
it's Bumblebee. The true one. It's Bumblebee.
OTP.
So, yes. So how do you guys plan on handling this scope in the next season? Do you plan on doing something like The Last Airbender, where like each episode is kind of here, kind of there? or do you plan on like staying in one place a little bit longer than the other?
Just trying to answer as much as possible. We're also still in the middle of writing it, so who knows? I guess we do. It's gonna vary per character. There's definitely some characters that are a little bit more on the road, and there's some characters that are actually still staying put. I'm trying to answer this very delicately.
Yeah, I think the main thing that we established at the end of Volume 3 is that for the first time since Episode 1, our 4 main girls are not together anymore. They each kind of have their own journey throughout the season, some journey in a more classical sense and some more metaphorical and internal. And that has been a challenge in terms of just how do we make sure that every character get...
Why's everyone laughing at? Oh, Barbara.
Thank God, I thought I had something in my teeth. It's just Barbara being an ass. But the fact that we essentially now have, at least 4 simultaneous storylines has been
At least.
very difficult.
Challenging.
We've been challenged, yeah. But we've actually, we've been spending a ton of time, and I like to think we've gotten I hate you, Barbara, whatever you're doing. I like to think that we've grown as writers every year, and I don't think we ever would have been able to tackle something like this year one ever.
No.
I gotta say, it's been pretty amazing to have the scripts coming in, and also being a huge fan of RWBY, is in addition to being able to work on the show, it's cool. It's like, I get to check out the episode early, and then we have to figure out how to make it. But it's a pretty cool balancing act that I think the guys are doing this year about how to make sure that you're going to see the paths that these characters are walking, and what it means for them to not be able to lean on each other. And yeah, I don't know. It's hang in there. Different episodes are going to have different flavors and focuses on them, but in the end, it will all make sense.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
All right.
Come on up.
We got not enough time, so we're going to try and go a little bit faster with the questions.
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
Hello.
Hi, my question is, would you ever consider adapting RWBY to like a comic form to like explore the lore a little bit more? Something like a manga, but something that would talk more about the world, things that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we have a couple. We have the manga that WBJ is doing, but
Yeah.
The answer is, would we like to do something? Usually the answer is yes, and it's just we got to find time to do it. But absolutely, we'd love to do something like that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on down.
Make sure you come up. Hey, over here.
Hi, I wanted to ask you about the emblems. Like, everybody's got their own thing going on. Like, Weiss has her snowflakes, Pyrrha's got the shield and her spear, so... Yeah, you're right. So, why is everybody so different? Is it like a family thing, or do they make their own?
I think it varies per character. Weiss's is more of a family thing. I like to imagine that RWBY was bored in math.
Yep. Much like myself.
A lot of the like cultural stuff in the world of Remnant is at this point in the timeline is very much about self-expression. Osmond has the speech in Volume 2 about individualism and expressing yourself, and all the color names and essentially you figuring out who you want to be and then putting that out on display. And I think that's where a lot of the emblems come from.
I think we need to do a Chibi episode.
Yeah.
I could see RWBY. It's like she's designing. It's like maybe she could be a dog, but Yang is like, no, you got to pick something else.
No, and then Neptune does a new one. It's just that S that we all drew in middle school.
I like that.
I want to be a part of Team
Forever.
Can mine be Trogdor? Is that okay? I'll draw that.
Cool.
We have to tell Hot Topic they need to take all the shirts off.
Yeah.
We need to rebrand it.
Police are Chalkdoor. All right, cool. Thank you. Come on up. Next question.
I think Yang just spilled a bucket of paint.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, we're getting to actually see a lot more of the world this volume, and I've always had this question of, are there aquatic-based Grimm, like giant Grimm shark things that would be terrifying?
The Mergrim? The Mergrim people?
Mergrim, yeah.
Well, one more time, what was the question?
Are there aquatic-based Grimm?
Oh, do we have aquatic Grimm?
Yeah.
Watch Volume 4.
Yeah!
Merman.
I'm watching our lead modeler put his head in his hands right now. All right, next question. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Blake. I know, I look more like an Adam. My question
Next question.
I'm
just kidding.
My question was, Monty said on the character creation sheet that he made when everyone was making their own character for RWBY, that he might hold a contest to have an original character put into RWBY. Will you guys be continuing that?
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We did a. We had a version of that
Oh, that's
where
right, that's right.
for the Laser Team Indiegogo, that was actually one of the perks. No, that sounds like something really fun to do.
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
Yeah. It has come up in conversation.
Lightning round. Great question. Thank you. Come on up.
All right, I was going to ask, whatever came up with the idea for Salem at the end of Volume 3? Like, who brought it up?
Of her in general?
Yeah.
She also has been around since pre-Volume 1. She's actually, I think she was, I want to say she was the 9th character to get designed.
Mhm.
So all of RWBY got designed, all of Juniper got designed, and then Salem. So I mean, like, she's actually been around for a very, very long time, and we knew that this was when we were going to reveal her. Just, you know, it took a couple volumes to get there.
But that's why we kind of like aimed for the moon with the casting.
Exactly. You know, we were like, hey, we have this character that we know we're really going to want to do. Let's get Jen Taylor because she's amazing.
Yeah. Having Salem, having the reveal that Salem has been our narrator from the first episode was a real treat.
Lightning round. Thank you.
Okay, this one's just for fun. Which member of Team Juniper do you think will die next?
Oh my God! So we can't answer any of that, right, man? Jean's innocence.
Too late.
Well,
I'm amazed Jean hasn't
anything
died
like
by
Joan of
now,
Arc.
to be honest.
I'm refraining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up. Next question.
Just
Let's go.
fun. All right. So first of all, love the show, obviously, but
Thank you.
I've taken a lot of time to model one or two of the weapons just in my spare time in CAD, and I'm wondering, we've seen everybody evolve, we've seen their outfits evolve. Are we going to see the weapons evolve at all? Like, you know, change as the characters, you know, come into their own.
The answer is please continue to watch the show.
All right.
That's definitely something we want to explore, is what I will say.
Come on
Yeah.
down.
As hands down the #1 arms dealer in Vale, how dare you take that cheap knockoff when you can get the right arm for the right price?
There were so many puns in that.
You can.
Oh my God.
I cut the prices so you can get more yang for your buck.
Hey.
Okay.
Stop it. You're a monster.
Why did you take that? Why?
Can you come on up? I've got a wristband for you that I'd like you to put on that arm, please.
I even have multiple models.
Hey.
Why did you?
Well, now that's not accurate.
You're gonna open up your jacket.
Dude, could you give me a hand?
We have a wristband you can put on that.
Yeah.
This one.
There's a bunch of armless blonde girls
I actually
walking
don't
around
want to
somewhere.
keep this. This is creepy. I don't want it.
Hey, come here. We have a wristband for you.
Yeah.
Next question.
That was beautiful.
I've got a couple friends that didn't actually end up making it here. So when are they going to get to see that awesome video that you guys just showed us?
Great
First
last
off, thank
question,
you.
because we have 3 seconds left.
Yeah, that's a great last question. To be announced. Trademark soon.
Soon. It's a work in progress. We're getting close.
I think it's safe to say next couple of months.
Before Volume 4 comes out.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we are out of time.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your art.
Ladies
Thank
and
you for the
gentlemen.
cosplay. Thank you for everything.
Please, if you did come to today's panel, please don't come tomorrow so other people can have a chance to come.
Yes,
please,
we will
please,
scold
please.
you.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Y'all can watch
Bye.
the stream for the different
Love
questions
you.
if you want.
Thank you guys so much.